What's up, weirdos, and welcome to Weird Wide, the show bringing you all the weird, all the time. We are your favorite weirdos. I am JD Ross. With me is Bethany Geiger.
That's me.
And Ashley Shue.
What's up?
And we're here to get weird with you. Today's gonna be a good one. We are into you know what? I don't know how everybody else's week is going. This is like just some behind the scenes shit here. This is take 2 of this episode. We are, as we've said before, we're a duct tape podcast, man. Like, it is held together by duct tape and wires. So, but you know what? We're getting spooky as fuck today. We are talking about the origins of Halloween.
I'm not gonna lie. This week, podcastly or not, has been a little chaotic.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that it's a more of a fun, like laid back, like chill kind of episode.
Me too. This is definitely
Loaded my face with glitter.
Yeah. Oh, tell everybody about how you went out in public like that.
Yeah, that happened. I needed a monster, and it doesn't show up too much on video on the
If you're watching on YouTube,
loaded.
If you're listening, you're not seeing any of the glitter.
If I'm wiggling like this, you could just see how much glitter there is.
That's true. I see it. So for everyone who's only listening, Bethany is in full like adult wizard fairy getup, and it's fabulous, and I love it.
I'm a witch.
She's a witch,
but I'm like a sparkle witch.
Yeah,
I'm like kind of like Glinda, kind of like
I was going to say you're the good witch.
Yeah,
but not with my green fingers.
So like you're a little bit of a bad witch.
Yeah, I'm like the sister that wasn't in the movie. I'm the sister that got hit with the house.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, see?
The curse of the show, I mean, that could happen. So,
and I'm working on a dude ranch.
I love your hat. So I love that hat.
It's like a mystical dude ranch, though.
I know. You're like the dude ranch that has like peyote.
No,
okay. I want to visit that dude ranch.
I'm a spiritual retreat.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. All right, let's get into, before we get into our main topic today, let's get into a little bit of weird news. Bethany, I understand you have something fun.
I do. So you guys know how I keep up on music.
Oh, yeah.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, you don't know anything
I
about
was going to say, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
But one thing that always kind of weirds me out is when artists who have died come out with new music. Right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
So this is probably the most unexpected artist to come out with new music. Mozart.
Nice.
Mozart's got new jams.
Mozart is dropping a new single. Yeah. So in the Leipzig Municipal Library, they found the sheet music that he had written. And I guess, according to the dates, he was between 10 and 13 years old when he wrote the song. And it is a song for a string trio, 2 violins and a bass.
Okay.
I listened to it and I like it. It's for 10 years old. I can play a little segment of it. But it's so cool. It's a light song. It's like I imagine frolicking through a field of flowers in spring.
That's nice.
From the vibes that I get. And it's very, very nice. Just
urethral, if you will.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel that like a 10-year-old kid wrote that?
It blows my mind because that is literally my son's age.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, imagine your children writing some masterpiece.
No, the only masterpieces they're making is in the toilet. That's it.
That's fair. But you know what? I bet you they're really good at it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And Ashley, you are following a story that I'm honestly surprised we haven't even brought up on the show yet. But tell us a little bit about what you're following here.
Oh, the Diddy Be Diddlin. Yeah.
Diddy Be Diddlin.
Yeah, we were talking about it at lunch. and we found out that the United States of America's mascot is on the party guest list, and me and you about had our hearts drop out of our buttholes.
I'm still not happy about it.
No.
Wait, who?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Listen.
That's the kind of week it's been.
Yeah.
We had to postpone recording for 2 days because of fucking tech issues, and we've already forgotten about some of the stuff we talked about before we got cut off.
Honestly, and Martha are both on the list.
Martha, not all that surprising.
Not at all.
Like, it's not that she strikes me as, she is a rich white woman. Rich white people do fucked up shit.
That's true.
Speaking of which, rich white people that are on the list, one that's not a surpriser, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. He's got that. What has he got? That 26 age cutoff thing.
I think it's either 20. I thought it's either 24 or 26. I can't remember.
Wait, he won't date women older than 26?
Even though he's old as shit.
Yeah, he's 60 now, isn't he?
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's up there. He's in his 50s, isn't he?
Yeah. He might be in his 40s.
Hold on.
Late 40s.
Maybe. Let's find out.
No, because I was in 5th grade, so he is definitely over 40s.
He's 49.
I'm gonna say okay.
I said late 40s.
I don't know, man.
I don't like any of it.
26 is a cutoff.
That's weird.
25 is my bottom. That's my bottom level.
You know another weird white rich guy that's on the list that I didn't expect?
Who?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Ooh, yeah, that one's surprising. That's
unfortunate, man. That's a man that has given us some comedy gold over the years too. That's disappointing.
Have you ever gone back and watched any Ben Stiller movies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, constantly.
It's awful. They're not good.
Ben's got two modes. He's got either at Globo Gym, we're better than you, and we know it, or I'm Ben Stiller, and I don't know, I'm trying to just do good here, and I don't know what's going on, and things are just not going my way.
The obnoxious mode, way better in my opinion.
I love the obnoxious mode.
Yeah.
The obnoxious mode is the best.
Derek Zoolander's School for Kids Who Can't Read Good far surpasses Greg, Can You Milk Me? Can you milk me, Greg?
Right.
I like both, but I will agree. What is this, a school for ants? It's ridiculous, and I love it. Who else we got on the Diddy list here?
I don't know. Who do you want? It's a huge list.
I mean,
There's some that I don't recognize because, I'm not into that thug life.
Well, that's the thing is we're also at that age where there's celebrities that we don't know about.
Right. Oh yeah, and
I'm hip.
I'd say
hip to what these kids are into.
Yeah, there's the Ice Spice.
I only know about that because of Duncan.
She's on there.
She's on there. You know what? Honestly, I don't trust anyone that signs off on munchkins in their donut, in their fucking iced coffee. That's weird.
It's really fucking
not weird. In the iced coffee. I could see it in hot coffee, but not in iced coffee.
Hot coffee would just get all mushy.
I know, and you just clomp it all in.
Here's the one that's gonna make Justin's heart seize.
Oh God, what?
Lizzo.
No, actually, that's
been some interesting. There's been some interesting, not great stuff coming out about Lizzo.
There has been.
There?
Yeah.
She is apparently not a great person, which does disappoint me. I understand Megan Thee Stallion is also on the list.
I've also heard a few unsavory things about Megan as well, which makes me sad. I want these fucking baddies to be baddies, not to be bad. Ill.
Well, does that just mean I like bad girls and bad girls in a bad way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You should probably bring that up in therapy.
There's some dead people on this list though too.
Ooh, I see dead people.
Wait.
Biggie's on the list.
That makes sense because he was yeah.
Busta Rhymes is on the list.
Really?
Oh my God, I forgot he existed.
Yeah.
He's dead, but he be dead.
Wait, I thought no, you're right. He is. For some reason, I get him mixed up with Coolio.
Coolio's dead.
And Kelly's on the list.
Wait, is Coolio dead too?
Coolio died a couple years ago.
Hold on.
I remember
think
when Coolio
Busta's
died
dead,
because I was
too.
like,
Busta
holy.
Rhymes is dead too.
Holy shit. Coolio's dead. Busta. No, Busta's alive.
Oh, well, he'd be dead in our hearts.
He'd be dead in our hearts, yeah.
Hillary Clinton,
Not surprising.
Demi Lovato, Ashton Kutcher,
Definitely not surprised.
Yeah, not
Big
surprised.
Sean. He be
Who?
fucking with you. Yeah.
Fuck Big
I
Sean
don't know
is.
who that is.
What? I don't fuck with you? You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Come
I know that
on.
It's not a great song.
What?
Calls
You
it
just
like a
broke her
season.
heart.
Sorry.
You just broke
I mean-
her sad little heart.
I think
I'm
that's
just saying.
like that movie
Just-
Fist Fight that song was in though.
Dude, all I'm saying is none of my weird stoner metal bands are on this list.
Marilyn Manson's on the list.
I don't give a fuck
Oh,
about
not
Manson.
surprising, yeah.
Fuck that guy.
He's
He's been on a
Yeah.
list for a while.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so upsetting. And it's even more upsetting because, like, you know, the whole thing with Epstein, that was a big deal.
He's on
Yeah.
the list. Shocker, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Do you know who
It's-
else is on the list that you guys will love? Trump.
Shocking.
oh God. Yeah. There's some, if it's a rich white people, not surprising.
It's not surprising.
At all.
No, not at all. Not even
Fucking-
remotely.
And
I do
these
like-
ones are like the worst rich white people.
I do like how he was trying to distance himself from it, though. Like, I've never met Diddy. I don't know Diddy. And there's like
Really
1,000 pictures of him and Diddy just like
That's
arm in
funny.
arm. Like,
Robert
chilling.
De Niro's on the list.
that is upsetting.
Ooh, yeah. I said there was very few that one.
All right, theory. Ben Stiller took him there during the filming of Meet the Parents, and De Niro didn't know what he was getting into, so he wasn't there because it was. He
Listen,
got
you got to
there.
stop making excuses
Oh,
for these
I
fucking
got to.
celebrities.
I got to.
Gotta leave. You gotta stop making the excuses.
You're right.
Nope.
You're right.
All
But you know who wasn't there?
celebrities are
Pesci wasn't there.
dirtbags.
Joe Pesci wasn't there.
No. I do not see
Not-
a Joe Pesci.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, we will keep an eye on this story as it develops because I feel like there's going to be some shit going on with the Diddy story.
It's
coming
bigger
real
bigger
soon.
than Epstein.
It's
I
bigger than
have
Epstein.
a feeling. I have
And
a
I
feeling
th-
this is bigger than Epstein.
I
We're
agree,
gonna
and I
call this Diddy Be Diddlin Watch.
Diddy Be Diddlin Watch. Also, I think we should say it just for the record, like before anybody else does. Diddy didn't kill himself.
Oh yeah, Diddy didn't kill himself. Come on.
He's still
Mhm.
alive.
Give it time though. What I'm saying,
yeah.
like this, like between recording and us dropping this,
Who knows what's
anything
gonna
could
happen?
Anything
I
could
hope
happen.
somebody fucking kills him.
Jesus. And that's
hope-
why we had to put a disclaimer up at the front of the show.
I hope that
Sorry.
nobody kills him, so that way, because all these fucking they're celebrities, they're gonna rat out whoever they have to
That's the
keep
thing.
themselves. Yeah, so keep them alive. Let them
Yeah.
rat these motherfuckers out.
Literally, because like if they kill him,
I want him
then
to
they
die a
all win.
slow, painful death.
Oh yeah, after he rats everyone out, then fuck it.
After that, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as we get some, light leaving the eyes a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. All right. Well, this has been weird news, and weird it has been. Let's get into our main topic today. We are talking about the reason for the season, Halloween. Ooh.
You mean it's not Jesus?
Oh my
It's
God.
not- It's not Jesus. Actually, Jesus might show up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is
He's always got to ruin it.
Well, actually, it's really more his like club. It's gonna.
yeah.
Yeah,
His
they're gonna
book
show
club.
up. His book club is gonna show up.
Because they try to take everything.
They do. Actually, you're gonna you know what? You're gonna be mad at Christians by the end of this one for sure. So
Oh, so I'm going to get a lot of hate mail. Great.
well, you know what?
We don't hate Christians.
No. We just hate some of the things they've done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The actions of some Christians aren't always the best.
Exactly. And you know what? I couldn't even find anything, at least with the research I did, that would say that there was anything like malicious. They were just being some hard-ons. you know.
Okay.
They were just trying to be cool. They were just trying to fit in.
No, they weren't trying to be cool. They were trying to be cool. They would have been cool. Let's make. I mean, we're gonna make a distinction here because
that is true.
Here
they
it
were.
comes.
You know what? Look, we'll get there. You know what? We'll talk. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll put the cart before the horse. Let's talk about how we got from where it came from to these to trick or treating, smell my feetin', right? The origins of Halloween.
I was actually surprised how far back Halloween goes.
Legitimately, I thought it was relatively
celebrations.
Newer. Yeah, we were talking about like BC time shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which amazing. Fucking, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love it. So it's got its roots in ancient festivals, religious practices, and folklore that are centuries, if not millennia old, evolving over time into the modern celebration that it is today. Its origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival called Samhain. It's that one that's spelled Samhain. So
Yep.
Any Danzig fans out there, the band is pronounced. It's technically pronounced Samhain. And I'm only saying that. Yeah, I'm only saying that because you don't want to be a poser and walk around and call it Samhain.
Yeah, we're cool. We're cool.
Is that a fish?
What?
It sounded like you said salmon.
Oh, I said Samhain.
Yeah, it really sounded like you said salmon. I was like, wait, that's a fish. I feel like we're getting our Jessica Simpson out here.
Oh, God. I'm going for the opposite of a Jessica Simpson vibe today.
I love Jessica Simpson.
Is it chicken or fish?
To be fair, that was confusing packaging.
Oh my God.
It's chicken of the sea.
It
says chicken. She makes a good point. That's all I'm saying.
She doesn't make a good point. No, hold on. Before I can't let this go.
Listen,
this is reminding me of a girl I used to go to school with, and on the bus I remember specifically she couldn't wrap her head around the Foster's commercial. Remember, it's like,
oh yeah,
remember it's like
Australian for beer.
Australian for beer, and she's like, I don't get it, and we're all trying to be like, it's like hola is Spanish for hello, and she's like, but Australians speak English. And
she makes a good point.
She doesn't. Fuck that bitch.
Time out. That just sounds like autism.
It might have been, but she was also a bitch, so I could talk shit about her.
Oh, fuck her.
Fuck her.
Ugh.
Yeah,
and
but she's over here.
Here comes the hate mail. Yeah, it does.
You know what, though? Bring the hate mail, because we're just going to put your emails on our fucking email list. What?
weirdbipodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. Send all your hate. Your booze give me energy. Anyway, chicken of the sea. It's like a chicken that's in the sea.
Yeah. So is it chicken or is it fish?
It's both.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to land that plane for her.
Moving on.
Moving on.
This festival. So Samhain, not Samhain, was observed around 2,000 years ago in the region that's now known as Ireland, the UK, and northern France. We're talking about pre-Roman. This is a good time for that area, man. We had druids and shit going on here. So what is Samhain or Samhain? I feel like I gotta keep correcting everyone because I feel like I gotta say it's Samhain, but it's Samhain. And I feel like I gotta keep pointing that out because people are gonna start being like, what the fuck is Samhain? It's brilliant. People that weren't listening.
No, I get it.
Yeah. You don't get chicken of the sea, but you get that.
I get chicken of the sea. I'm just saying. I understand Jessica Simpson's point of view.
You said that into a hot mic on purpose with your whole chest. Anyway, so what is Samhain? Samhain marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, which the Celts associated with death. So we're already starting to get a little bit of a spooky vibe with it. They believe that on the night of October 31st, that's Halloween for everyone who's paying attention at home, the boundary between the living world and the spirit world became blurred, allowing the ghosts of the dead to return to Earth. That's fucking gnarly, dude. This is ancient fucking druids and shit walking around talking about this shit.
Wasn't that the Celtic version of New Year's Eve too? I was reading somewhere that was when they celebrated New Year's, was like the next day. I don't know if it was like they called it the same thing or whatever, but that's what made the veil between the living and the dead at the end of the year. And yeah.
Well, actually, that makes sense because like they hadn't met the Romans yet, at least like right away, so like they wouldn't have the
technical calendar,
right? So
Yeah.
they may have actually. That's a really good point. They may have like kind of taken this as like, okay, this is like symbolizing death. That's the death of the year. This is when the new year starts. Because like Chinese New Year is the same thing. It's like a totally different. They haven't. It, you know, it's not January 1st.
Yeah. And that's what I was reading. It was talking about how like that's what caused the veil between life and death, and you know, to be so thin.
That's fucking gnarly. I did not know that. That's cool.
I was super excited when I read that.
That's cool.
Like,
That's
was the
awesome.
reason.
That's awesome. Well, it does sound like it was a fun time because they would light big bonfires and they did wear costumes that were often made of like animal skins and heads. Like they didn't have like spirit. They didn't have like this fucking little plastic knife that I'm like just wielding for no reason. They were out here like, all right, I've got a sheep head. I'm gonna put the skull of this sheep on my fucking noggin right now.
I'm more into their costumes.
I think they're, yeah, you know what, honestly, and it's what's ethical consumption. It's definitely more ethical.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Because
don't like
they
it.
use that year round.
Yeah. That thing had a name. I bet you that like that sheep probably had a name before it got to like be a costume.
Easy, Pocahontas.
I'm just saying. I'm just
with
saying.
all the colors of the wind. Okay,
Just around the river bend.
Just around the river bend.
I like
We need
this.
to sing
Fucking
with all
clip
the
this.
voices of the mountain.
This needs saved.
We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. But yeah, so that thing probably had a name the entire time. Like, so, you know, all of a sudden it's like Billy is like, you know, your pet, and then he's your costume.
Aw,
And
like
your
Stuart.
meal.
Stuart.
And you know they ate him too.
Exactly.
She's-
Oh, dude, and honestly, he probably tasted good.
She's glaring at me right now.
lamb.
She hates this idea.
She's like, this is a bad idea. But the reason for the costume was to ward off the wandering spirits. So, like, there actually was a
Right.
purpose to it, which is fun.
To confuse them.
Yeah, exactly. Throw them off, which I think is hilarious. Like, because, like, just taking from our perspective of, like, a costume, like, imagine just, like, wearing, like, a Scream outfit, like, a Scream costume, and, like, a ghost coming up to you and be like, oh, hey, my bad, excuse me. Like,
Can you imagine being in a John Cena costume?
nobody would see you.
What?
Oh Lord.
That
Is
was
this
good.
wrestling jokes?
It's like, I think
It
John
is
Cena.
because
John
I
Cena's,
watched Mr. McMahon on Netflix.
I'm holding off on
Oh.
that because I know that I have like an addiction to wrestling when it comes up, so I can't just like,
What
I
is
gotta
it
be.
called?
It looks good.
I watched wrestling once.
Well, I mean, I think John Cena not being able to be seen is like transcended past
Oh.
wrestling. It's now its own thing.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah.
Anyway, back to it. So druids back then, they would like make like prophecies about the future, and like the presence of the underworld, like the otherworldly spirits, was thought to like enhance their ability to divine. So this was like a big like time for like the fucking druid priests. They're out here just like fucking like we gotta fucking like figure out the prophecy. I don't know what a druid actually is. Like I know like
It's a
D&D.
male witch.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought because of RuneScape. There was druids on RuneScape.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a male witch. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
Hell
the D&D version, you turn into an animal and shit. So I know there's a lot of
I think
nature-based stuff. It's pretty sweet.
yeah.
That's
They
so
do
cool.
that too. I think there's some shape shift. Oh shit. There is some shape shifting involvement there.
Some
Yeah.
shape shift
I knew
shit
you
going
could do
on.
it.
Yeah, you got
Yay.
Bethany, I think this might be what you're talking about here. So the Celts had a calendar based on the seasonal changes. The year was divided into, so I think you're absolutely right. The year was divided into two halves. The light half, the spring and the summer, and the dark half, the
Spooky.
fall and the winter. Yeah, it's like when it's like Vader versus Luke, like, spring and summer. Whoa, what's up? We got the green lightsaber, the fucking ass end of the year though. Fucking cape and brooding and a fucking red lightsaber and shit.
But I think
it's
that's more
cold.
because of the
sun.
The sun. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's darker more
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the dark section of the year. you know?
Yeah, but I think like it also became like a like metaphorical dark too. Like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's like this is dark and it's dark. Yes.
Yeah.
Spooky. It's like the end of summer and the end of and everything's dying and
Yeah, exactly. So it makes sense that they would like be like this is the mid part. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, Samhain was like the most important festival marking this like division, like the division of the two seasons, like the two seasons. It represented the transition from the light half to the dark half, from the time of life, growth, and harvest to the time of death, cold, and darkness. Which, I mean, that's true. I mean, it's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where it also, like we said, symbolized for the Celts, the spiritual threshold. They believe that Samhain, that during Samhain, the veil between the worlds and the living and the dead was at its most thin, allowing the spirits to like get in there. You know, like that's what let them in because it was so thin. It's like they're just waiting the whole time and it's just like, just wait, man. Just wait till Samhain, motherfucker. Wait till Samhain.
Like,
And then Samhain hits.
soon.
That's right. They're like, tick-tock, Samhain's coming. So some of the spiritual beliefs involved with Samhain, the connection with the dead. The Celts believed that on Samhain, the spirits of the dead returned to their homes. This provided an opportunity for people to commune with their ancestors and pay respect to those who had passed. In many cases, places were set at the dinner table or by the hearth for deceased relatives, and offerings of food and drink were left outside to placate wandering spirits. That's fun.
See, I
Sounds
like that.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, very similar.
Okay. Which that's a celebration that I don't think gets nearly enough recognition because Dia de los
I don't think
Muertos
so either.
is fucking cool.
It is
Yeah.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coco did a good job with that, like that movie.
Yes.
Coco was
good.
fantastic explaining the whole belief system and stuff behind it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm a fan. But you're right. It definitely seems like there's a connection here. So, which almost makes you like kind of stop and think about like the nature of like religions in general. I mean, like how often do other religions like take from different things or like have similar ideas? This is just, I mean, I don't know when the Day of the Dead is, but like it makes sense that, you know, like this is another ancient religion or ancient people that have the same thought pattern. Like there's a day where shit opens up.
Yeah. Where the veil thins.
Yeah. Just enough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Honestly,
Now-
I am one of the people that believes that the veil is very thin. Very thin. I don't think that's the only time that it happens, but I think it's very thin in that
I agree.
time.
I agree. And I feel like you can
just
kind
because
of
just because of Muertos and Halloween and Samhain and like I know they steal off of each other and they borrow and everything, but I don't know. It's all
connected. Like it's almost like we're just one people, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Easy.
I won't. I'm gonna be a hippie all the
But
time.
if you think about it, if there's any thought behind the more you believe it, the more real it is.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that the veil would have been even thinner then than it is now because you had more steadfast believers.
Because you've got like a concentration of like psychic energy from an entire group going into it.
Mm-hmm.
It just like it's already thin, but then there's like they're just like focused on it and they're like trying to do everything they can to karmically empower that with all their rituals and stuff. And so you're absolutely right. Like I think that's a good point. Yeah. So it wasn't just like deceased relatives and all that, you know, just fun stuff. It wasn't just like my Uncle Steve coming back. You also had to worry about dangerous spirits and other supernatural shit. Anytime you fuck with the other side, you got to be careful with that shit. As we will find out later in the month on another episode we're going to be doing. While the return of ancestral spirits was generally welcomed, the Celts also believed that other more malevolent supernatural entities were active during Samhain. These included fairies, which we've talked about, demons, which we've touched on, and other mythical creatures. To avoid being harmed or cursed by these creatures, they would often wear the costumes we talked about. And I just love this, the way that they just like it confuses them. Like,
I know they're smart enough to be able to navigate through this veil.
Yeah, but
then,
some random costume throws them off.
But they're not gonna call bullshit on somebody dressed like a sheep.
Right? No, I just love the like I can't get over the idea of like modern shit, because like I saw like one of those banana costumes and I just love the idea of wearing one of those and that working on a spirit. Him just being excuse me, sir. Last
year the feral niece was one of those the blow up costumes.
Yes.
She was that with a T-Rex, and it was the cutest thing.
That's kind of adorable. I
want to blow up dick and balls. I think it's hysterical.
I still just want the alien that's like carrying you off.
Yes.
I like that one. Now, bonfires, we also talked about that. That was a large part of it, but it wasn't just for like fun. It wasn't just for like dancing around and being all wild and nimbly bimbly. The fires were believed to hold protective powers. They were often used to ward off spirits and bring blessings to the community. Fires apparently symbolized the sun, which was entering, because it was entering its darkest phase as the winter approached. So this would be like, no, we still got some sun. That was what that symbolized. As winter approached, some of the Celts would extinguish their household fires and then relight them from the communal Samhain bonfire to signify unity and purification. That is cool.
I like that.
Isn't that a cool fucking little tidbit right there?
Yeah, that's a nice little tradition right there. Yeah.
Like this fire is our fire. No, you couldn't do that now. Could you imagine trying to go and borrow some fire from your neighbor?
Can you? They'd be like, I'd rather be cold than let you use my fire.
My neighbors are all so nice.
I don't know a single one of my neighbors' names. I don't know a single one of my neighbors' names.
I know all of my immediate
is cool neighbors.
I know the cats are cool next door.
Wait, is the lady across the street the one with the dog?
Yeah, Milo.
I love that dog. Oh. I see that dog every day.
She lets him out on purpose because he loves to run with the kids.
It's so
cute. Would Milo's mom give you some fire?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh my God, Stuart.
Yeah.
Okay.
My boys were complaining one time because I didn't have hot chocolate for them to drink. So she went inside and brought out Starbucks hot chocolate for them to bring home and drink.
That's so cute.
Good for her.
So yes, I do think that she would let me borrow fire. Yes.
That's nice. That makes me happy.
Now all the other ones? No.
My one neighbor across the street, he helps me with all my gardening. He gives me flowers all the time too. So that's fun. My other neighbors across the street, I'm in love with their dog. And then my neighbor, like right next to me, she's really nice, and a tree fell in her house a couple years ago. And she paid money to fix our fence, even though it was just like one piece of it that broke.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. I want to stay here. All my neighbors are nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, it wasn't all fun and games. There was also a little bit more animal sacrifice going on. Oh yeah. This, you gotta remember, this was a primal people. This was, they were like, we gotta like fucking take this fucking dog or something and just fucking just.
They ripped it out with their teeth. They used to.
I bet. Oh, actually, I could see them using like crude like stone knives or some shit.
Yeah. Or they ripped that jugular out with the teeth.
Yeah. So they're cutting up animals. They're making offerings of crops to the gods. Like we talked about divination. Druids would read omens in the remains of the fire or in the sacrificial bones, seeking answers about the coming winter and the health of the community. How the fuck do I get that job? Because like that sounds like ye old weatherman.
Ye old weatherman.
Ye old
Kind of.
weatherman. Yeah.
But wait,
'Cause
is
it's
this
like-
the same guy that's like sacrificing animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He's out
want that
here-
job though?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that. I'd be like, you know what? We're not sacrificing animals this Samhain. We're gonna just fucking.
No. I'd be sacrificing the ugly ones. I'd be like, give me an ugly animal.
No, the ugly ones are the best ones.
the
They have
ones
the
that-
best personalities.
They do because they.
I'd be like, that horse
Right,
that
Stuart?
kicked me last week, I'm doing that one.
Okay, now if I got kicked
Aw.
by a horse,
You know what I mean? Like,
The
If
horse
like
was
that-
probably just scared.
all right. But if that
oh,
horse,
Jesus.
if that horse seemed like he was a dick,
Oh, that horse is getting sacrificed.
that
You
horse is
best
getting
believe it.
sacrificed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just
But, like-
misunderstood.
That stinky ass pig gone.
Oh,
no!
yeah.
Pigs
Oh.
are very clean animals.
No,
They
they're
root
not.
around in their own shit, though. I say we sacrifice the pig.
No, I love pigs. They're
I
so
live
cute,
close
and
to
they're
a
all like,
pig farm. They're disgusting. There's nothing clean about them. Chicken
I
is gone.
imagine. I imagine Samhain did not smell good.
No. Chickens, I'm sacrificing them bitches too.
oh
They're
my god! But I
Yeah.
love chickens.
I do too on a plate.
With Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, hell
The
yes.
Lord does that good.
No,
That's
let me
true.
tell you what.
See,
Give me
we're
some
still
Chick-fil-A
sacrificing
sauce.
animals.
See?
Huh.
Yeah.
Only
Guys,
now
I
it's
might
a
be
little
on-
more
Delicious.
yucky.
Yeah. Well, I think it's still pretty
Yucky.
yucky. It's a different kind of yucky.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
yucky we don't see. So we
Yeah.
can say it's not yucky.
That's a whole different
By
episode right
default.
there.
That is
Yes,
a whole different
okay.
episode.
That is
Moving
a whole
on.
other episode. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So let's talk about some of the Celtic pantheon of gods here. There was a
Okay.
couple really cool ones that were associated with Samhain. These couple in particular, there was the Dagda, which was one of the most important Celtic deities. The Dagda was the god of fertility, abundance, and the afterlife. Often portrayed as a powerful but benevolent figure who controlled the forces of life and death. According to myth, the Dagda mated with the Morrigan, a goddess associated with war and fate during Samhain, which symbolized the union of life and death.
Rawr.
Correct.
Yeah,
Sexy.
see, this is where we get the slutty nurse shit.
The,
All connects.
It
all
does.
Because
the Morgan is one badass bitch, though.
she
I'm telling you
is.
what.
She is. And I've seen I'm not sure if you guys have ever played the game, the Dragon Age series. There's a character named Morrigan who is very obviously like crafted from the Morrigan, at least because she was a shapeshifter, and she was like super sexy. She was like even for pixelation, you're just like, damn, like what's up, baby? Like what's going on? Like,
Are we talking like damn baby, like how they put two pyramids on a person and called it Lara Croft and her boobies?
No, I'm talking about like it was one of those things where like the vibe came through clear enough that near the end of the story in the first game, you got the opportunity to fuck her so that you could save yourself, and you're like, this seems like a win-win-win.
You play weird video games.
Well, the Morrigan, as we said, is a goddess of fate and death. She was a key figure during Samhain, had the ability to influence the outcomes of battle, was sometimes depicted as a crow or a raven. That happened in the game, too. She, at one point, turned into a raven to... Yeah. Her connection to death and her prophetic powers made her a significant deity in the rituals performed at this time. So you got the Dagda, who's like the big daddy figure, and then you got the Morrigan.
Of course, he's a big daddy figure. Here's my
Daddy.
feminist coming out,
You don't have to do that. I mean...
and the death is the woman.
No,
Of
it's not the
course.
You know
Death
what?
is the
I'm
woman.
about it though. No, let the death be the woman.
Let the
that's
death be
fine.
the
I'm
woman.
cool
Fuck with the
too.
woman. Fuck with
Yeah.
the woman.
Fuck
And
with
I'm
the
pretty
woman,
sure
and
that's
she'll
what it is,
fucking
like-
kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
brings back like my mom saying, "I brought you into this world and I'll take you out." Yeah.
Well, this has a
Exactly.
vibe of like, but like this has a vibe of like, you know, like the dark and the light coming together to fuck in a good way. Doesn't
It
seem
is.
like
Good way.
Why is the male figure the light?
I don't know. Okay, bruh. I
Women
didn't.
are oppressed. Women are oppressed.
You know
Women
what?
are oppressed.
You
Women
are.
have
I'm not
always been oppressed.
I'm not even arguing it. Not even arguing with it. But I feel like this is not the soapbox moment, personally. Because I feel like the Celts did a little
Any
better.
moment can be a
That's true. I can tie anything back to being sexist.
Yeah.
So go
Anything?
ahead.
moving on.
Anyways,
Anything.
moving on.
Anything.
Probably.
This is gonna get ugly. Let's go.
There was also the other world, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Sidhe, 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 seed.
Probably something more along the lines of that.
Yeah,
I've definitely seen this word,
yeah.
I've seen
but
it.
I can't
too.
remember. I can't, and it's not pronounced how you read it.
It's
No.
probably like how Gaelic is like weird about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
again, like
Yeah.
we talked about English and shit. Like
Yeah.
yeah. Now, the other world in Celtic belief is a mystical realm where gods, spirits, and fairies resided. So that's pretty cool. It's like another dimension where all the magic folk live. It's a place. Oh, it's basically heaven. It's a place of eternal youth, beauty, and happiness. But it's
Aw.
also dangerous for mortals.
Yeah.
On Samhain, the boundaries between the mortal world and the other world are weak, allowing the Sidhe, the fairy folk, to cross into the human realm. You don't want that shit. You don't want to fuck with Fae.
Oh, we talked
The-
about that during
Uh-huh.
the Halflings episode.
Yep,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Fae folk, but they're not like malicious. They're just little
No,
tricks,
they can be.
trixies. Yeah, they can
No.
be.
And I
They're
think
They're-
I
A lot of the maliciousness comes off as malicious, but they're just chilling, just teeny. It's kind of like
Weren't you just saying don't make excuses for the celebrities?
But you can make excuses
Mm.
for the Fae folk because look how cute they are.
Are the Fae folk
Not
not?
all of them are cute.
Yeah. Are they?
But I
Were
think
you
ugly
listening
things.
on the Halflings episode?
We
Oh my
were
God,
just talking
Bethany.
about how I love the ugly ones. It doesn't
So
stop
you're
at
an
animals.
unseelie.
Look
You're
at my
an
ex. Look at my ex. That's all I'm
You're an
saying.
unseelie.
You said it. No, but I think this was also back when like the Fae folk were definitely not the friendly Fae folk. This was fucked up Fae folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fae folk are pretty fucked up. I will give you that.
Yeah.
They don't mess. No.
Nah, they don't give a fuck about how your day's going.
No.
Exactly.
No.
They,
And as a matter of fact, the worse it is, the better off they are.
Yeah. But they're either way, they're going to show up and they're going to make it worse.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally hang out with Fae folk.
See, I feel like you and I are both similar with that. Like, we feel like they would catch the vibe. They'd be like, no, they're cool. They're cool. But I feel like that would be our undoing.
I don't think that they
trust a
would.
bear
I would want them
before a
to, though.
I would want them to also.
I would trust
You're dumb.
literally anything before I trusted the Fae folk.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say, I thought you were going to say, I trust the Fae folk. I was going to be like, you are
No.
not smart.
No. Like, even Tinkerbell.
I would rather to pet a cougar before to do.
Tinkerbell, here's
No.
the thing about Tinkerbell. Most people are not ready to handle Tinkerbell.
I love her, though. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Everybody does. But like, if you're not like ready to like lay down the law, fucking do some spankies on her. She's not gonna listen to you, and she's gonna fuck your shit up.
Why was that movie so
That movie was
inappropriate?
very inappropriate. If you go back and
I love
rewatch that. Spankies. And what happened after she got her spankies? She settled the fuck down. I think I would do okay with Tink.
This sounds very feminist again. Moving on.
When are we going to do the feminism episode where I
We
just
need to do a
basically-
feminism.
I don't know. No, we do not. I don't think anybody can handle that.
We'll do that, and we'll do it like where like I don't get to say shit the entire time. You both just like every time I open my mouth, shut the fuck up.
I love this idea. We'll have to do
I'm
it.
still
No,
not
listen.
liking it.
This was one we do it in person, right?
Yeah.
And me and her both have like super soakers filled with something vile.
Why?
And anytime.
Why vile?
Because
I think we piss in them.
Okay,
yes,
okay. So
I love
what
this.
I'm hearing is like I have to be Jesus for like all of like fuckboy land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta do that? I'm doing my part to be better. Why does it gotta be fucking?
Because
right,
you are
viewers,
graced
if anybody wants a feminist episode with Justin getting sprayed with piss, like and subscribe, comment, send us an email.
All I'm saying, there are people in this world that pay for such a thing.
There are, and you're going to get it for free.
Weird Wide started their OnlyFans.
We're getting real weird.
No, real weird is if you'd be sitting there going.
That's true. That's true. I'm not really into the pee-pee, so I don't know if I'd like that.
Thank God.
It's a new day and a new time. Who knows? Moving on.
Damn feminism.
Love feminism. Love feminism.
Feminism rules. Except when it's covering me with piss.
Yeah, you picked the wrong cohabitants for you.
So moving on. So we've got the groundwork for like you can kind of see a lot of the stuff that led into like what we have now. There's the costumes, there's like the spooky vibe, the vibes around death and spirits and all that. So it wasn't a peaceful time in that area. The Romans at one point decided they really wanted to conquer, and conquer they did. By the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire conquered much of the Celtic territory, not all of it, but most of it. Over the next 400 years of Roman rule, 2 festivals were blended together with Samhain. The one was Feralia, which was a day in late October where the Romans commemorated the dead. So it kind of worked out. It was kind of similar. It seems like a good time to do that. October does seem like a good month to be like, you know what? It's time to think about the dead.
Because visually, everything's dying. You get the leaves falling off the trees. All the flowers are dying. You know, from at least visually.
Yeah, like rebirth.
All the animals. Yeah, all the animals are even like going into hibernation.
Or just bouncing.
Or leaving.
Yeah, literally.
So it's very
it does seem like this is like okay, this is death time. That's what this feels like. So it makes sense the Romans would also do that. So that was with something called Feralia. They also had a festival to honor Pomona, which was the Roman goddess of fruit and trees. Pomona's symbol was the apple, not the pumpkin. So we got to give the apple a point on this one. There is the debate, apple or pumpkin. Feel like we need to poll.
That is a debate.
Yeah, we need to do a poll.
You know what upsets me? Off topic again. I'm sorry. I'm very off.
Say both.
I want pumpkin spice smells so good. It smells so good.
Yeah.
I think it smells fantastic. It tastes like shit.
What?
I want so badly to like the taste of pumpkin spice because it smells so good.
Have you I feel like we had this discussion last year.
I have had pumpkin spice from so many different sources.
And it never hits.
Good.
No. There has been one.
Be proud. You're not a basic white bitch.
No, because it smells so good.
It can smell good.
But it smells like it needs to taste good, and it doesn't.
All I'm saying,
I smell good, but I don't eat myself.
Well, maybe you should.
No.
Someone else should be.
Whoa! Breaks.
It should be Tinkerbell. It should be Tinkerbell.
It should be Tinkerbell after she gets her spankies.
Pumping them breaks.
Spankies.
No, but maybe this is just my polyamory side coming out, but I say both. I say apples and fucking pumpkin.
Say you were gonna fuck a pumpkin.
I'm not gonna fuck a pumpkin. I'm saying
it really sounded like you're like apples and fucking pumpkin, and I was like, woo.
So now you're just picturing me just eating an apple and just giving it to a jack-o'-lantern.
I'm trying not to
Weird Wide OnlyFans.
Damn it, this is gonna happen if we keep fucking around. We're gonna end up at like a weird wide OnlyFans.
I'll be the videographer. Sorry, guys. I'm out.
You don't want to do the feet pics?
Keep up to date by signing up for our newsletter.
We're not talking about that. Moving on.
We don't talk about feet pics.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about that. Next.
But anyway, this is where the apple part of it comes from Pomona. I'm picturing I didn't get a chance to look up like what she was like presumably looked like, but I'm picturing like a real pretty shining lady like holding an apple. Not Eve, but like, you know, like what I mean, like a shining goddess
somebody
type.
Voluptuous.
Definitely voluptuous.
Whenever I think of like goddesses, bitch got curves.
Oh, bitch got curves for days. That's what I'm saying. Like that. Like that's the only kind of goddess.
One that can like crush the pumpkin with her thighs.
Yeah. The one that literally will look at you about that and be like, if he dies, he dies. Like,
yes.
I think I'm in love with her. I'm falling in love with her.
That's feminism right there.
That's feminism.
I'm on
that. You're still part of the problem.
Yeah.
You're not going to shoot me with piss, okay? How about that?
I thought it was a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. You know what? Majority rules here. I think it should be. This should be a case of majority rules.
Well, and it would appear that democracy has failed today.
Again.
It's failed.
Who will think of the straight white man?
Oh, not the straight
Who will think of me? So, like we said about the apple, this is where they believe the tradition of bobbing for apples actually came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Romans did that.
Good job, Romans. Bobbing for apples is weird, though.
It is. Have you ever done it? Have you ever actually done it?
No, it sounds like it'd be really hard to do.
I don't think I've ever actually seen it as a thing outside of movies and like TV shows and stuff.
No, I've seen it happen.
Have you?
Yeah.
But you never done it?
It bothers me because it's like a whole bunch of people and their drool.
Yeah.
Like their face stuff.
Because like they're literally out there in the water.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, where'd the water come from to begin with? Did they rinse the apples?
Yeah. How rinsed are the? It's piss. How rinsed are the apples?
That's a tangy apple right there.
Ooh.
That's right.
So moving on.
He didn't have anything to do with this.
He did not.
So moving on.
Left the building.
Jesus has left the building. Yes. So speaking of Jesus, this is where the Christians get involved. So get ahead a couple centuries here. It goes on like this. I'm pretty sure somewhere there's like that 400-year period, and somewhere in there the Roman Empire started to fall. It was definitely split into the two factions, and I'm pretty sure it was kind of one of those things where they had bigger shit to worry about than fucking Halloween. But Christians, they could worry about Halloween all they wanted. So by the 9th century, as Christianity spread into the Celtic lands, the church sought to replace pagan festivals with Christian ones. See, look at that shit. They're out here already, they're like, you know, Christianity was only, 9 centuries old at that point? And they're out here like...
Technically, if you're going to go by what they say, then yes.
Yeah. Out here trying to fucking just, like, replace shit. Just as far back as the 9th century, and they're already making people's lives, like, they're being annoying. I don't care for it.
It bothers me that they, like, try to steal all the... And the reason that they were trying to take all these pagan festivals was because they were trying to, like, convert pagans into Christianity.
Literally.
And so they're like... Just taking the religion. So like, look, you are Christian. They're
like, no. They're like basically gaslighting people on like a religious scale.
Yeah,
of like,
wild.
Coming out here like, no. We're not gonna do your little Samhain. I bet you they pronounce it Samhain because they're posers.
They definitely did.
They did because they're posers. But in 1000 AD. The church designated November 2nd as All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead. It's just really convenient they did it so close to October 31st. It's widely believed that the church was attempting to replace Samhain with a church-sanctioned holiday. I feel like That's almost redundant to say. Like they were obviously trying to do that.
Yeah.
It was celebrated very similarly to Samhain, with bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. I'm a little surprised they were allowed to dress up like devils, though.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little surprised, but I'm sure that there was some sort of a symbolism where it was like,
you know, those motherfuckers were fighting over who had to be the devil, though.
yeah,
Like nobody wanted to do it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Like when you're doing a group costume and like you pull the short straw and you have to be the shitty character.
Yeah,
you have to be Aquaman.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be fucking Aquaman.
Is cool. I want to be Aquaman.
All right,
Good,
all right.
you can be him.
Philosophically, yes. Aquaman is fucking
Talk
awesome.
to my dolphins.
Dude, fuck dolphins. No, honestly, if I was Aquaman, I would have a dolphin holocaust.
I still have like the 90s girl dolphin aesthetic thing that I'm stuck on.
Are sexual assault machines.
Dolphins are terrifying and horrific, but also I'm a girl from the 90s.
You're the P. Diddy's of the ocean.
I'm on the dolphin P. Diddy list.
Bethany's on the ocean version of the Diddy list.
God damn it. I tried so hard.
Oh man. See, you never know who it's gonna be.
Exactly. Turns out this whole time.
Know. Wow, that was good. That was good. The Diddies of the ocean. So
Anywho,
the night before All Saints Day was known as All Hallows Day, or All Hallows Day was known as All Hallows Eve, and eventually that's where the name Halloween came from. So I do find this funny because
but now it's the devil's holiday.
That's what I was. It's exactly what I was about to say. It's exactly what I was about to say.
They created it then.
They created it. And the message somewhere got lost in translation. They forgot to fucking remind themselves.
Yeah, nobody remembered to write that in the book.
Yeah, funny how that works.
See, I think it was kind of by design because they wanted to steal this holiday to convert pagans to Christianity and then turn it into something ugly.
That's true. That's
true. Paganism. It's a different religion.
And if it's the ugly thing under their umbrella, they can like work it.
Kill
they can
people
work.
About
it. They can work the kinks out with it.
Yeah.
Everybody at home that thinks
fucking kill everybody.
Literally, everyone at home that thinks that Christianity is like just some nice, safe, never done nothing. Read your history. Read your history, because they done some shit.
You don't know what's crazy?
I'm gonna be in so much trouble after that.
No, it's okay. Christians, listen, okay? She does not agree with us, but
I didn't say that.
Okay, Christians, listen. I might be lying. I'm gaslighting you a little bit. Okay.
Don't worry, they're used to it.
Yeah. But one of the best quotes about the Bible comes from oh my gosh. What was it called? What's Michael Myers?
Halloween.
Right? No. The actor. Wasn't he Michael Myers? Mike Myers, right?
Austin Powers.
No.
Wait.
He did one, The Love Guru. There we go. We're getting there.
Yeah, when he started to make bad movies.
A movie called The Love Guru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I'll have you know.
I didn't care for it.
But he has a quote in there.
I like how that's one that she's seen.
I know. And like. For that
There's a quote in there where he says, for like his like religious view, is the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. You know what? I kind of vibe with that.
I kind of like that.
Let's not follow it to the T because there's some crazy shit in that book.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody who was raised under the Christianity umbrella, many different sections, it's very basic. The story, there's morals to some of these stories that are good.
Yeah. Like it's not all bad. There's some good stuff in there. Like, hey, don't kill your fucking neighbor. don't fucking
let's
steal.
not-
Don't be an
don't-
asshole.
You don't do
Don't-
any of it.
Don't murder people. Don't like.
Eat a moon pie.
Love it.
Have some 7
But
Up.
they don't do any of it.
That's the problem. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
And this is why I need to keep my mouth shut before I get in trouble. Silence is
Moving
golden.
on.
You are
Moving
just like
on.
you are just bottling up the anger tonight.
Oh, dude.
That's why we need super soakers full of pee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm still behind it.
is that gonna fix it?
He's
is
actually entertaining the idea.
is it gonna fix it? Like, because we're gonna do it at
Such
your
a
fucking
good
house. I'm not
breath.
cleaning it up.
To Bethany's house, because I'm not doing it.
Don't care. Not mine.
I clean
Not
up
my
so much
house.
piss already. I don't want to do any more.
What's a little bit more?
Right.
How are you gonna get it into the super soaker?
You put it.
Come on. You get a shiwi.
Nah, you just line it up. Hope for the
Wow, Bethany's out here like you get a shiwi, and Ashley's like, nah, you just fucking like you just aim.
Just aim
Yeah.
better,
Fucking
bitch.
squat on that shit. What?
best. No, you just shove it up in there. It's got nowhere to go but in the bottle.
I mean, you're kind of right. Well, actually, no. Hold on. What do you mean shove it
I
up
know
in
that
there?
that's so not right. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
but,
okay, because
you know,
like I thought about that for a second. I was like, wait a minute. That's
if
not
you
where the
shove
female.
something in your pee hole, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
called
doing that.
sounding, and I'm not a fan. I don't want
So
any part of that. That
listen.
freaks me the fuck out.
I learned the hard way why you don't accept random Snapchat requests. So this one time, you're probably gonna have to cut this out. But if you
Okay.
don't, that's fine too.
Okay.
Random Snapchat request. And I clicked on it to be like, who is this? And it was a guy shoving a screwdriver up his wiener hole.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
Phillips head
Oh.
or flathead?
Oh yeah,
I
'Cause
I
that
think it
makes
was
a difference.
I think it was the cross.
the
The
Phillips.
Phillips head.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like it would
that-
almost have
okay.
to be,
Yeah, because the flathead would really suck.
and it would have to be a dull Phillips head.
It seemed like it
Oh,
sucked.
God. It doesn't sound fun.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
Can we move on now? Okay.
I didn't
Like,
watch very far into it.
I feel like
Anyway.
the more,
Moving on.
I feel like the more we talk about this, the less that you get to super soak me with piss.
No, okay,
No,
then
because
moving
you're
on.
not the
Moving
one that-
on, moving
You're
on.
not,
She
you're
said
not
moving
the
on. I'm filling
one-
that fucking thing all the way
Hey,
up.
Bethany, shh, shh, shh. Moving on.
Anyways, Christians.
Fucking
Am I right?
Feminism. Goddamn isms. So it went on like that for centuries. It went on like that until about the mid 1800s when a bunch of European, particularly Irish, started immigrating to the New World, and they brought Halloween with them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. So this is what I was talking about at the top of the show. In colonial New England, Halloween
Christ.
celebration exactly. Halloween celebrations were limited due to the rigid Protestant belief systems, but it was more common in the southern colonies. So the southern colonies were
course.
partying. They were doing Halloween parties, but then you had these fucking New England uptight pieces of shit.
That tracks.
Doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
does, but then, you go into like Civil War time and that flips on its head real quick.
Yeah, yeah. See, history's complicated.
Yeah.
Because like I
Yeah.
feel like now, it's ironic because like I think a lot of people associate New England now with Halloween.
But that's only because
Yes.
they did a bunch of fucked up shit up there
Hmm.
around
So, yeah.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of Salem. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like with the Salem witch trials, I mean, one could argue that much psychic energy put into it, I mean, would result in it being a Halloween hotspot. I mean, maybe that's why
But
we're all so
really,
called
there were-
to.
But there wasn't as much organization south then.
Yeah.
So everybody
Yeah.
could kind of do their own thing where New England was the organized colonies
Yeah,
at
that's
the
true.
time.
That's true.
So of course there's going to be more clutching of pearls and ridiculousness.
Well, I mean, this
north.
was not a good time to live in New England. I mean, like
No.
this was like
Especially if you were a chick
Oh my God, yeah. Like you guys had like honestly, the Salem witch trials, like there wasn't a shred of legitimate evidence. Like it was literally
Yeah.
just like,
You speak up for yourself one time, you're a witch. See ya.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There was all kinds of like random little things, like you step on a rock on the wrong
You
day.
don't. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen? Witch.
Yeah, we're gonna test this, and we're gonna put you in the water. If you drown, you're not a witch.
Yeah.
If you
There
come
was
back
one.
up,
There
you're
was
gonna
one
hang.
test where it was like they peed on bread,
Yeah.
and then
Jesus.
if the dog wouldn't eat the pea bread, I think it was. I can't remember exactly, but it was crazy like that.
I
That
feel
was
like
a test. That was like the test to see if they
I
were a
think
witch.
Justin should eat some pea bread and see what
Yeah,
that
let's see.
I-
Let's do some witch tests.
I
think.
feel
Yeah.
like just saying. There's been like a lot more pee discussion in this episode than I could have possibly predicted. So much pee
And
talk.
no talk of cannibalism. Is this an improvement? I don't know. Ask Trina.
Well, you just brought it up.
No,
Well,
but
yeah, I know,
she
but-
does. She brings up a good point, though. Is this an improvement? We've gone
Or is
from.
this like, are we going
It
in the wrong
depends on
direction?
who you are.
Oh,
That's
that's
true.
true. That's true.
If it's you, Justin, then
Not
not an
good.
improvement.
Not good. Not good. I'm either
If it's
getting
us,
eaten
we're
or
living
pissed
our
on.
best life.
I'm either getting eaten or pissed on.
You'd be
Hell
game.
yeah.
I'd piss on you before I eat you.
I feel like I'll take that as a
God
compliment,
damn.
but it's not great.
You're welcome.
Early American Halloween celebrations included play parties, which were not the fun play parties, but
Not Diddy parties.
not a Diddy party. Actually, that could we have no idea. There weren't cell phones back then. There could have been could
No.
very well have been Diddy parties back then.
There could
Actually,
have been.
I'm pretty sure Thomas Jefferson was about some Diddy parties.
Oh
Probably.
yeah.
A lot of them
Mm.
motherfuckers probably were.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Public events were held to celebrate the harvest. Neighbors would share stories of the dead. They would tell fortunes. They'd dance. They'd sing. Sounds like a good fucking time.
Yeah.
The first Halloween celebrations also involved mumming or guising, where people would dress in costumes and go door to door asking for food or money, a precursor to trick or treating.
Ooh, I like the money.
Right?
We
I
should
think
just
we
do
should-
that.
Yeah, we should definitely trick or treat with money.
Yeah.
Bring out my
I
inner
love that.
child.
I
Bring
love
out my
that.
inner child.
Like just dress up in like costumes that like don't hide the fact that we're all fully grown middle-aged
yeah, no.
adults.
Current
And
ass
just
adult.
Yeah, just show up like we trick or treat. We'd like some money, actually.
Yeah.
And you know, I
Money.
feel like
Where's
if
your
you
dollar bills yet?
feel like if you say it with enough confidence,
Hit me with some Georgies.
yeah.
I feel like I even know like the best neighborhoods.
See, if you hit them hard enough and like do it convincingly and confident enough, I bet you we get some cash.
This sounds like we're putting a hit out. If you do it hard enough. If you hit them hard enough, they'll give you the money.
I mean, I would do a lot for money though. So
I mean, that's
Well-
true.
I do have lines.
I've got some lines, yeah.
I don't think I have any at this point.
I don't have any I'm not at least willing. Well,
How about this? How about this? My male counterpart has lines that he doesn't want me to.
Well, damn.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've
I've got
everything.
some lines that I wouldn't cross, but I've got
I'm
a lot of
oppressed.
lines that I would at least consider. You are oppressed. Look at you. Look at you.
We need more pea super soakers.
Yeah, we do.
Still
This
going to be
is-
my fault somehow, and I'm still going to
Yep.
be soaked in piss.
This
Oh, yeah.
is an idea
I'm gonna-
that's not going away.
I'm going to
No.
track it through your whole house. I hope you know that.
Whose house?
It's not going to be mine.
We're gonna do it at like a public park.
All right, but I'm not driving. I'm going to be getting in one of y'all's cars.
No. You have
You're
leather.
walking. See,
have leather.
Oh, we're not. No.
You just said that leather was for that reason yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So-
Yesterday. Well,
What
what
you
kind
left
of conversations are y'all having?
because
I
she
had
was
to
worried
poop.
she was going to poop herself in my car.
I had that
um,
problem this morning. And I was, so it would have been fine.
Here's the thing though, Ashley, you left your cup in my car, so
Oh, I did. I told you to get my
Oh.
stuff.
I got you told me to get
you
your
guys
mac
suck
and
at
cheese.
this.
All
Oh
I'm
my
saying is the
Lord,
cup got left, so I feel like I shouldn't have to get covered in piss. I'm oppressed now.
Oh, that's really. Have you seen the rest of your car? I don't think my cups. You're the worst of your worries.
This bitch right here. Anyway, the rise of trick-or-treating. The modern tradition of trick-or-treating is said to have been influenced by several traditions. In the Middle Ages, the influence of the practice of souling, that's S-O-U-L, involved poor people visiting houses and offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. That's
in exchange for money. I thought they were gonna say something about money. I'd be like, I'll do it.
Honestly, the groceries are expensive as fuck. If I could hit a couple of houses, say a couple of things about their dead like family, and get a full meal out of it, I'm calling that a win.
Yeah.
Calling that a win.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they would offer prayers for the dead in exchange for food. Similarly, in Scotland and Ireland, young people would dress up in costumes and go door to door singing songs or performing tricks for treats. Practice, like we said, called guising. I like that, tricks for treats. That's almost like you get one if you do a trick.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd show up, like, pick a card, any card.
I don't like it because, like, I'm not a dog.
Yeah, it feels
unless
like
I dressed up as a dog.
But
I didn't dress up as a dog. I dressed up as a witch.
And even then, if you showed up as like dressed as a dog, it's like, I'm not actually a dog. Like,
yeah, but poor people didn't give a shit. They were just there. They were just
hungry.
Yeah,
they were just hungry.
Shit.
Yeah. So by the early 20th century, Halloween became a more secular and community-focused thing in America. By the 1920s and 30s, it had become a time for neighborhood parties, parades, and town-wide festivals. However, also became known for vandalism as pranksters used the night as an opportunity for mischief. Which, like,
I love mischief.
They're putting that as a negative in the research. I'm calling that, that kind of feels like it's like a callback to the original origins, whether they even realize they're doing it or not. They're out here causing some trouble. They're causing a ruckus. They're kind of doing callbacks to the original spirits.
Plus, I love the idea
but
of
then
like
there's always the guys that get out of hand.
There's always that. True. You're not wrong. I
love the idea of like the kids running around pranking people, because you got to think the kids that are running around pranking people are the older kids. And it's better than like going out to a party and getting drunk. I'm talking modern day, obviously, but I would much rather my kid be out toilet papering somebody's house than
that's something
to
be considered then too, though. I mean, like kids were still like, I mean, back then it's not like it's like that became a new thing. I mean, kids were like susceptible to going out and partying and shit. But so even back then, I would argue that the teenagers that are out here like just like we're gonna egg your house. They're not drunk. They're not doing sexual
they're just
assault.
Having
they're
fun.
They're not being assholes. They're being assholes, but they're being fun assholes. Like, who gives a shit if you get egged? Exactly. Who gives a shit if you get TP'd? Like, and honestly, if you get TP'd, you got to ask yourself, what did you deserve it? Yeah. Unless it's a random house.
When they come and throw rocks and bricks through your fucking windows.
That's too much.
That's too far. Yeah.
That's too much.
That's what's going on now.
That's too much.
That's too far. Yeah.
I don't care for that. So trick-or-treating as we know it today started to really take off in the U.S. during the 1940s and 50s because we had the post-World War II suburbanization that made it easier for kids to go door to door. This is the Little Pink Houses era. You know that fucking song by Mellencamp? Little Pink Houses for you and me. That's about like the post-World War II. Like you could literally get a house and a catalog, and they just started putting them down, little boxes on the hilltop. Just started fucking cookie cuttering that shit up. And then all of a sudden you got this whole little fucking beehive for kids to go out and beg for candy. So it just fucking took off.
I love candy too.
I'm a fan. I'm surprised we actually don't have a little bit of... Oh. You just got way too real for a Halloween episode.
Sorry.
So, some of the other traditions, costumes, one of the oldest Halloween traditions that goes back to Samhain. Like we said, early costumes were simple and homemade, but they've evolved dramatically over the years. Over time, with the commercialization, store-bought costumes have become super popular, as we all know. They now encompass a wide range of themes, from pop culture to political figures to fantasy characters. It's just like
Just
if you,
Wieners to wieners.
to sluts, did you say?
Yeah.
And thank God for that.
Let me tell you what, I will say
Listen.
this. I will
That's
say
actually
this.
pro-feminism.
Yeah. If I had a better build on me, I would dress up as a slut every year.
I think you could pull it off as is.
I disagree, but thank you.
I'm out.
Come on, be a slut with
Jack-o'-lanterns.
me.
I'll be a slut with
That's what I'd be. That's what I'd be
Oh.
dressing up with.
you. Dude, I'll be a slut. I don't
Jack-o'-lantern.
give a fuck. I'll be.
We can
I
be
don't give-
slutty jack-o'-lanterns.
Dude, let's be
No.
slutty jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Come on, we can find any way to make anything slutty. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's now a
you could-
challenge.
Ashley, you could be a prude jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, she's gonna be slutty.
I'd
We're
be
gonna
one
get her
of
some
those-
stilettos.
I'd be one of those like shriveled up, fucked up looking ones, like 5 weeks after Halloween's over that you
Yeah.
didn't throw away.
It's like I'm a November
I-
pumpkin.
I'm gonna be all like,
I love
And we're gonna be
lady
over-
pumpkins.
And we're gonna be over here like, yo, you ever wanted to fuck a pumpkin? What's up?
You do now.
unfuck me.
Oh, fuck me. It fuck me so hard. Wasn't she a great big fat person?
And this is probably why Christians tried to bring Jesus into Halloween, because
they
of
were
stuff like this.
They were like, these motherfuckers need Jesus. Holy shit.
yeah. They're depraved. They need Jesus. They're out here fucking pumpkins. Like,
I think it's kind of cool though that the church down the street here for me, they participate with Halloween and trick or treating. They hand out hot cocoa and soup.
That's
nice.
And
A lot of
Apparently, I
churches
have
do.
noticed that. A lot of churches do. Like,
Yeah.
as much as I'm going to talk shit about church, they do provide a cool little safe space for kids to do trunk or treating and have little
there's no
displays
trunk
and
or
have some
treat.
fun.
They're just out there.
Oh, they're just out doing it.
just
Just
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
One
That's
thing
cool.
that I will say about it's the big picture that's I feel like the problem. Churches
Yeah.
and Christians and stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a church up the road from me. Amazing. I love them. They do
Yes.
all sorts of events and everything, and the people are very nice. The smaller
community
is-
ones. Yeah.
the smaller it is, the better. The bigger it gets,
Yeah, when you get into like the administration of it, that's
Yeah.
where the problems are.
Yeah.
That's
You
where the
start
cover
getting
ups
Joel
happen.
Osteen-y.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the issue. Or the Pope. I know he knows some shit.
I'm surprised he's not on the Diddy list. He probably is.
He
Oh,
probably is. Could you
Hate
imagine?
mail,
Like,
here we come. Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
you know what? I feel like if I've pissed off a bunch of Catholics, I feel like I've done an okay job. I'm okay with it.
Would it be better to be pissed off or pissed on?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good
Damn.
question. Listen, we brought it back around.
We have.
Where's
we
my
have.
super soaker?
I don't know. You got to look. You're gonna have to buy the super soakers.
Bet.
Oh, I'll do it.
These.
Listen,
bitches.
listen. We have a Patreon, guys. If you want to support
Oh,
me and
yeah.
Ashley and our super soaker dreams, you know,
Yeah.
you can always do Patreon stuff.
That's true. Weird Wide Podcast or patreon.com/weirdwide.
See, he wants it. See, he wants it, or he wouldn't have plugged it. See,
No, I want the money.
you don't get it. We get it. It's for our
That's some
super soakers.
bullshit.
I'm gonna get one of them big ass guys too, man.
I know. The
With the
ones that
high
need like
power
the,
sort of like spray back and hit him in the face.
the kind with like the backpack.
Jesus.
Yeah. We can store piss for weeks.
Oh my God. No, it's got to be fresh. It has to be fresh.
No.
That was
I'm gonna
no.
refrigerate
First
that
of all,
shit.
we're the feminists. We get to decide on how fresh the pee is.
Yeah,
What
and
the-
I'll even
what-
be like, girls, my daughters, I'll get them involved. They'll be like, pee in this hat.
Yes. Oh my God. There's so many women in my house. Oh my God.
Oh my
I'll get one of those
God.
collection hats where you sit on it, and it just dumps it into the thing. Oh yeah.
Why do I have to be the Jesus for fuckboys?
Because of your privilege.
Wow.
Yes.
But I acknowledge my privilege. So
So
Still not enough.
Sorry.
Okay,
sorry,
moving
not
on.
sorry. Moving
Wow.
on.
jack-o'-lanterns. The tradition of carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns comes from Irish folklore. I love the name of this guy. According to legend, a man named Stingy Jack, stingy as in
Nice.
bee sting,
I love it.
tricked the devil several times and was condemned to wander the earth with only a carved turnip lit with a piece of coal to guide him. So this
I
so-
love the carved turnip. That's so cute.
I just love like that this guy named Stingy Jack apparently like pissed off and tricked the devil so many times that he's just out here like I can't do an Irish accent. I gotta wander the land with my little turnip here.
That's actually a really decent.
Did I do a good
But
job with the Irish accent
listen,
there?
It's Jack's lantern, Jack-o'-lantern. I'm putting it together. Look how smart I
Jack-o'-lantern.
am.
Jack
Holy
o'
cow.
lantern, and they were like,
Is it
"Turnips are
chicken or
stupid."
is it fish? It's
Oh,
Jack-o'-lantern.
It's both.
It's both.
Yeah, Jack o' lantern. That's fucking awesome. But they
That
were
is
like,
really cool.
but they looked at turnips. They were like, okay, turnips are
cool.
dumb. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a different fucking fruit here. Pumpkin's
do.
a fruit, right? Is it a
Yes.
fruit or a vegetable?
No? I'd
I
go
don't
with
know.
vegetable.
Hey Siri, is pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
Pumpkin is a fruit as it contains seeds.
It's a fruit
Damn
as
it.
it contains seeds.
That's what I thought. I thought the seeds had something to do with that.
Then strawberries aren't fruit because it doesn't contain
Technically-
seeds. The seeds are on the outside.
Technically, I think
But
there's something
strawberry
to
is a
that.
fruit. So that's another English bullshit again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Honestly, like it is stupid here.
It is.
Tomatoes are fruits.
I hate
That's
tomatoes.
stupid too.
That's
Next.
weird. But that's basically the short and tall of it. I mean, that's we know and love it today with the haunted houses and scary movies. We have just like I feel like it's pretty much everyone's favorite holiday anymore. I still like love me some Christmas, but like Halloween, the spooky
Yeah.
vibes, there's candy, there's slutty pumpkins walking around. It's a great
It's just-
time.
It's a very wholesome holiday, and even when it's not wholesome,
Yeah, it's
you
still
have-
got
you
a
have-
layer
Even when
of
you're
wholesome
dressed
to
as
it.
the slutty nurse.
exactly, and
Exactly.
drinking fucking spiked apple cider,
That sounds pretty good.
delicious.
That sounds amazing.
And when Halloween is over, you don't even have to be sad because then you get half-priced giant bags of candy.
Exactly. And then it's time to go for like the next
You
good
can
holiday.
be sad if you can't eat them.
That's true.
Well,
Got heavy again. Sorry, bringing the realness.
Wow. Thanks for that.
well,
Thanks for that.
you can. I'll get you.
Damn,
bag
the
of
sugar-free
carrots.
is disgusting.
No,
I'll get
actually,
you a
Those
bag
are
of
bad for
carrots.
you too.
carrots are
They
bad
got
for
a
you. They
lot
got
of
they
sugar.
got a fuck ton of sugar in them. You ever like
That
grind?
explains why I love fucking carrots. They're so good.
That's
Do you-
bad news.
You love fucking
Tomatoes
carrots?
also bad.
Okay,
Ooh.
at least I don't love fucking pumpkins.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it like anatomically, it both works.
This is the
Well,
cursed episode.
That's right. This has been a fun one. So we are deep in the middle of spooky season here. It's still a little early in the season for us as we record, but apparently there is Super Soakers full of piss coming. So if you want to fund that financially, www.patreon.com/weirdwide. Take my part for the fucking feminist cause here, apparently. Ashley, before we do the other plugs, give us the dad joke of the week, please, and thank you.
Where do ghosts go for vacation?
Bahamas.
No.
Uh,
Malibu.
Malibu. Okay, I love how like you like judge the shit out of like no, like, but
Yeah,
yours was
like,
just as dumb.
idiot.
That's funny as shit. All right. Well, next week we are going to be getting into some New Orleans lore. Oh, it's going to be a good one. I can't fucking wait. I'm not even going to tell y'all what it is. You just have to fucking stick around. It's Weird-tober, you know? Get into it.
Everything's a surprise. It's
Everything's
a trick or a treat.
It's a trick or a treat. That's right. That's right. Good call. Good call.
And fish water guns are a treat.
You know, I'm really hoping if like we actually get to that point that like it's a trick and you just put like some apple cider in it or something. Like,
yeah.
Mine
that's
will
gonna be
loaded with
confusing
it.
though if like I don't realize it's like just apple cider right away and you guys like, no, this is piss. I'm like, why do I like this? I shouldn't like it, but I love it. I want more.
Kink unlocked.
New kink unlocked. Fuck.
Trina's gonna be like, damn it.
Lord.
Son of a bitch, I gotta deal with that now. No,
I'm
in the
gonna
super
bottle
soaker.
my piss every time.
No, fill up the super soaker. Like fill it up.
Oh God.
Oh man. So join us for that. We're doing Weird-tober all month long. Join us next week for some New Orleans shit. If you want to check us out online, go to our official home on the interwebs, www.weirdwide.com. Get access to every episode. Sign up for our newsletter there. Get episodes sent directly to you. Ashley and I were talking about some revamps for the newsletter thing. We're thinking about trying to get a proper newsletter started. So you're going to want to check that out. You're going to want to get on our email list for that. I know we've got our blog that we haven't done anything with. We'll probably do more with that on the newsletter. So watch out for that. We have no idea when we're gonna get to that. It's DIY. We've got so many things going on for the show that are just gonna go at a snail's pace because we're all old and we're busy and we got shit going on.
I'm not old.
I'm old.
I'm in denial.
Agreed.
That's fair. Go to check us out on TikTok and Insta. We are on there at Weird Wide Pod. You can find me on there at Dudest Weirdo. Where can everybody find y'all?
I'm on TikTok and Instagram as Bethany.gets.weird.
Weird-ass chick 86.
So if you're tired, like we all are, you're going to want to get yourself a little bit of Dubby. They are clean burning energy. It's good stuff. The hydro, outstanding. Give you a little bit of a hydro boost. Tastes really fucking good. Go to Dubby's website. Use promo code Weirdo1. You're going to get 10% off. And also check out our buddies over at Neon Theory. They are producing some really good shit. Once I have some more money, I'm going to be getting more of their stuff. Love those guys. Shout out to them. Are we forgetting anything else? Is that it?
I think that's it. I think that's it.
All right. Well, all you spooky ass weirdos at home, y'all stay weird.